Hello and welcome to another update video about Link. Here on the Link chart, this is the 2-day chart, we can see an unchanged structure. I would still prefer the price to move higher in wave 3 of a larger third wave next. So we are in this third wave, we are in the white scenario, that's the current assumption. Of course, bearish alternatives are available, but for now I'm watching for higher prices in the white scenario. The idea is that in this white scenario, we are currently probably in a fourth wave, or we might have completed it. We have to take a look at this on the smaller time frame. So we might actually have started the next move up already, but we are currently in a third wave of a third wave. I mean, that's the idea. Support is between 1650 roughly, or 1660 and 1860. Support on the smaller time frame was tested successfully, and the price is moving up, but we haven't really moved much since the low of last week, basically. Just need to think about it. Depending on your time zone, it could still be this week, but the last low. And the weekend consolidation was slow. But overall, just before we go to the smaller time frame, the next upside levels to watch, which I would like to see reached next, are 38.40, 55.37, and a really important level, and I really would like to get the market, or to see the market get there, is $69. Now let's take a look at the shorter time frame Link chart, just here on the smaller time frame. What we see here is a potential attempt to rally higher. So the market has moved up from this potential fourth wave low when the market bottomed there on the 1st of January. That was here at around $19.70. I can now remove the red line. This was a support line and a potential line of a head and shoulders pattern. But the decline could be complete. We talked about here a possible 1-2 setup. I mean, again, it is possible. This was wave 1. This is wave 2. I could say, what is this then? Is this another 1-2 setup? I mean, maybe. So this support area held. I mean, I would say potentially for an alternative perspective, we might consider this a wider 1-2 setup, okay? The price has essentially reached resistance. We haven't broken resistance yet. Okay, so I want to leave the resistance area on the chart, but I will remove the lower sections so I can actually adjust the support area. So, I mean, this is really just micro counting, and on the smaller time frame, we have to be flexible, but this move up is a little bit unclear to me. I could make a case for a 5-wave move up here on the micro level, which topped on Thursday. We talked about that. We talked about this wave 2 pullback. Question is, what is this? And I could say maybe this is another 1-2 setup. In this case, the price might hold or must hold above 21.60. It's the red line. But I would say as a reasonable alternative, we could say maybe all of this was wave 1, but I would label it alternative 1. So all of this, yeah. And we're now in a larger wave 2, which means I would consider this for risk management, yeah. Which means we have support at $20.56 to $22.31. And any test of support could provide another opportunity, right? While in the white count, we could break below the red line. In the yellow count, and this would be, in the white count invalidation. In the yellow count, this would be still part of a wave 2. All right, but it's not a very clear microstructure. So we have either a 1-2, 1-2 setup. But again, for that second wave 1, I don't really have a very clear count. And white count needs to hold above the red line, actually. Yeah, yellow can break below, would not be a problem. But then yellow must hold above 2056. Below 2056, I mean, chances of a new low, okay? Of a new low, and we're falling back into the range. We're falling back into the larger range, all the way down to 1660. It would indicate the low is not yet in. Bear in mind, we haven't broken above resistance yet. The move up looks promising, but we need a little bit more action. I think both scenarios are plausible, either a 1-2, 1-2 setup or a wider 1-2. If we have these scenarios and one of the support areas is lower than the other one, right? Or we have an invalidation point for one count and support for the other count is a little lower. For risk management purposes, I would always prepare for the deeper pullback, because yeah, you don't want to set the stop below the red line necessarily. I mean, you can do what you want, but necessarily, and then, you set the stop below that red line, which is at 2160 roughly, and then it finds support at 2127, and it just goes, right? So please be aware of that. For now, it seems like some kind of a consolidation is unfolding. And the next objective for the bulls will be a break above 24.55, which is a break above resistance, and then a break above my signal line here at $26.05. This would confirm further the overall bullish assumption, actually in both the yellow and white scenarios, but below 20.56, the microstructure will need to be reinterpreted. That's the update about Link. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.